Good morning everyone. I am Shreyas from Chemical Engineering 3rd Sem. I am here to explain about system and surroundings and types of systems. First, what is thermodynamics? Thermodynamics is a branch of physical science that deals with the relation between heat and other forms of energy. In simple words, how the heat energy moves and charge into the other forms of energy and how it is affects the things around us. And next, what is thermodynamic system? Thermodynamic system is a specific portion of the universe we choose to study. It can be single molecule, a cup of tea, a steam engine, or an entire planet. In simple words, a quantity of matter or a region in space which is selected for study. Purpose: isolate variables to understand the energy transformation clearly. And next, what is surrounding? The surrounding in thermodynamics mean everything outside the system that can interact with it. While the system is the specific part of the universe being studied, the surroundings include all other matters and energy around it. The system and surroundings together make up the universe. Study about types of system. First, closed system. A closed system in a thermodynamics is a system that can exchange energy with its surroundings but cannot exchange matter. This means the total mass inside the system stays constant but energy can go in or out. Example of closed system. First, pressure cooker. A pressure cooker is an example of closed system. In pressure cooker, the vessel is sealed, usually with tight fitting lid and pressure regulating valve, which prevents any mass from entering or leaving during the operation. Thus, energy in the form of heat transferred into the system from the stove. It means a sealed container where no mass can escape or enter while cooking, but heat energy can be transferred into it from the stove. Because it is closed, pressure builds up inside the water, heats and produces steam, which raises the boiling point of the water and cooks food faster. And next, airtight container. Airtight container is a typical example of closed system in thermodynamics. In a airtight container, the containers are sealed so that no matter can enter or escape, while energy, mainly heat, can still transfer through the container walls. It is, in a simple word, heat container is sealed so that no matter can enter or leave. However, the energy such as heat can still pass through the container walls. This means the amount of matter inside stay constant, but heat can be exchanged with the surrounding. Open system. Open system in a thermodynamics that can exchange both matter and energy with its surroundings. Unlike closed system and isolated systems, open systems have boundaries that allow the transfer of substance and energy in various forms such as heat, work, kinetic energy, or potential energy. The mass inside the open system can change over the time due to the exchange or matter with the environment. In a simple words, a open system that can exchange both matter and energy with its surroundings. This means things like heat, work, and even material like air, water, or fuel can enter or leave the system. Example of open system. First, boiling kettle. A boiling kettle is an example of open system. In this system, both energy and matter are exchanged with the environment. Electrical energy enters the kettle to heat the water. As the water boils, steam escapes from the kettle into the surroundings along with the heat energy. It means a water boils as the water boils, system escapes into the air and heat energy comes in the form of the stove and boil the water. This means both the matter and energy are exchanged between the kettle and the surroundings. And next, a plant. A plant is an example of open system because it exchanges the both energy and matter with its environment. Through the photosynthesis, a plant absorbs the sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, and water from the soils. It converts this into oxygen, glucose, and other substances releasing oxygen and water vapor back into the environment. In simple words, it exchanges the both matter and energy with its surroundings. It takes sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water from the environment to perform process like photosynthesis to give oxygen and water vapor. And next, isolated system. Isolated system is a perfectly sealed from its surroundings. Neither mass or energy can cross the boundary. This is the most restrictive category. In an isolated system, the total energy and total mass remains absolutely constant. They cannot increase or decrease. It means a system that does not exchange either energy or matter with its surroundings. In simple words, nothing can go in or come out of the system. No heat, no work, and no material can enter and leave. Examples of isolated system. First, thermoflask. A thermo or vacuum flask is a classical example of isolated system. It is designed to maximize both a transfer of energy and matter between the contents inside the flask and the surroundings. It means that the same temperature or a long time by preventing heat and matter from entering or leaving. This means it does not allow either energy or matter to be exchanged with the surrounding. And next, the entire universe. The entire universe is considered the unlimited example of an isolated system because it does not exchange a matter or energy with anything outside itself. There is nothing outside to exchange with it. This means all matter and energy are contained with the universe, and total mass energy content remains constant according to the conversion laws. It means it contains everything that exists: matter, energy, space, and time, and there is nothing outside it to exchange energy or matter. In simple words, since nothing lies outside the universe, it cannot gain or lose matter or energy to anything else. Thank you.